Allah gave me this knowledge. That's it. Beautiful. So, good afternoon, all. My name is Wendell Daniel, and welcome to StreetMic. And at the moment, it is peeing down with rain, so I've decided to live stream directly. I'm just around the corner from Speaker's Corner, but in the background, about 100 yards away, that is where the actual Speaker's Corner is taking place. But at the moment, there are very few people who are down there. And one thing I can't be doing is actually going there and damaging my equipment. But what I will be doing in a few moments is engaging with a few people whilst I assess how the rain is going to affect people. But unusually, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to step away from where I am, and I'm going to zoom the camera, and you will be able to see that there's actually very few people. So if you look down there, that's where it's going to be taking place. But there's very few people who have arrived at Speaker's Corner. There are some there, but at the moment, I myself won't be going there because the rain is likely to damage my equipment. But what I am going to do at the moment, I'm going to invite a couple of people to come and say hello, because what is important is that I'm now going to get my balances right and get everything right to make sure. Woo! See, that's a bit better. I'm now going to pull back. See, this is the great thing when you do it on your own. So if you come forward, sir. So I'm going to get a special guest. And this special guest is going to come and say hello. And you will recognize this special guest from, on a number of occasions, I've interviewed him last week and also the week previous. But you won't believe that the gentleman I'm now going to talk to is something like, I thought he was actually in his 30s or 40s. But he's telling me, he's there laughing, he's actually telling me he is 80 years of age. And he's a well-known, come sir. And I'm now going to put a microphone on him to make sure that I get good sound. So if you come round, sir. So see this gentleman here, I'm now going to be interviewing him. So if you put this microphone on you, sir, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a few changes to my system to make sure. Put it a bit higher up. Oh, your beard's going to be in the way. Hold on.
Hold on. Like that?
No. It's no, because if you hold it, hold on. What I will do, give me a moment, people.
You stick it where you want it.
So if you come forward a bit, is it okay to put it here?
Yeah.
So I'll put it there. So I'm just gonna. So say something. I'm just gonna take. If you come forward a bit. Come forward. So say something. I just want to check out. I can hear you good.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. As-salatu was-salamu alayka Sayyidina Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam wa barik wa sallim.
What's that in English?
I said, salam, peace be upon you, and alhamdulillah, thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and thank Durood to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, who's our, messenger of Allah, last messenger of Allah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Excellent. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to engage with you today, because it is raining, and those people who know me will know that when I say I'm going live at 1 o'clock, I'm normally earlier than that. But because it was raining, I've held off. So now what I'm doing, I'm filling in time. So before I come to you, all I will say, for those of you who are watching, thank you very much. And if this is the first time you're seeing StreetMic, give me the thumbs up, make your comments down below, share and follow. What I'm going to be doing later on is making a couple of announcements. The first announcement I will be making is that from this Thursday at 8 p.m, I will be doing a live question and answer session from my home. Excuse me. So I'm going to be doing a live question and answer session from my home for 1 hour. So if you've got any questions, have a look out for me. So I'll tell you more about that later on. But also what I'm going to tell you, yesterday I was at the Palestinian protest as well as another protest. And there was a situation that arose where my life technically was placed in danger by the stupidity of two people. And I'm going to tell you more about that in a few moments. But now I'm going to tell you more about this gentleman. So what is your name, sir, for those who don't know you?
My name is Jamaluddin. Actually, I'm born in India and brought up in Pakistan. And then I spent about 31 years in Pakistan. Then I joined the ship, I was a sailor, I was an electrician, and I gone around the world literally. I traveled east and came back home east. So I've seen all, known all, done all, mashallah.
So from what you're saying to me, you were born in Asia.
India,
you went India, you went Pakistan.
Yeah.
You've been all over the world.
Yeah, mashallah.
And, mashallah.
Yeah.
And what you said to me, as a sailor, traveling all around the world, you learnt something.
Oh, yeah.
What did you learn?
I met all kind of people, In America, I've been to the ghettos. Actually, I like the people who are really the bottom line one. In South America, I was there. I met those people there and see their life, It's actually eye-opener, how people are living in a West and they don't understand how the people are suffering, even in their own country here. In this country, I'm here for the last nearly 49 years now.
They ain't kicked you out yet?
Yeah. And I tell you, I've been to rich people's houses, poor people's houses. I've met all kind of people. But everyone want to solve the problem with the money and not the feeling, not helping that way, the way it's supposed to be doing as a human being, That's what we are selfish, we are greedy, we want everything for ourselves. That's what's going on, what I learned, But good and bad and ugly, everything I learned when I went around the world,
One thing I said to you earlier on also is that I've also had the opportunity to travel, not as much as yourself. 10 years ago, 10 years ago, I had the opportunity to backpack across India.
Oh, yeah.
I went to places like the Taj Mahal, River Ganges, Sikh Golden Temple.
Oh, yeah.
I went from one end of the country to another.
Yeah.
I spent 2.5 days on a train going from Mumbai right up to Varanasi.
Yeah.
And for me, it was amazing. And to go around meeting so many people, for me, I called it a voyage of self-discovery.
Yes.
It made me realize how beautiful the world we live in really is, how great the people are. But I also saw how some people are exploited by the West for their own gains, and they live in poverty.
But in India, when you say went to India, I went to India in 2000, and I went to Amritsar, the Golden Temple, and I went to this Jallianwala Bagh, where, they kill, people in thousands, and I saw the whole picture of there too, and I heard the story. Then I went to Delhi, I went to Delhi. There was a shrine of, there is a shrine, big shrine, I went there and I saw, people are coming there and, having, asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to listen to their prayers and asking that person to, listen, pray for us, Actually, this is not right in Islam, but people were doing it. But I went then to, I couldn't go to Taj Mahal, that was, but I was Ahmadi, but if you know that, and they will call themselves Ahmadi Muslim, I call them, now Qadiani. So I was that. So actually I went to Qadian, and because I was born Qadiani, so I went there, and it was a small village, and it's a religious thing. religion one, and I saw, what Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani was living there at that time, and the history of the Qadianiyat, I learned there. I met all that people because I born orphan. My father was he was going to Africa. When they sent him Africa, he was a missionary. Mm-hmm. Then I didn't know much about my father, so I met those old people there and asked them, about my father, what kind of a man he was, because I didn't know that, And that was actually, it was Indian journey was a fantastic, I learned a lot. Then, it's on a ship, and when you're traveling in a sea, then you really see the beauty of the nature, sunrise and a moon and stars and, and when we have a storm, my goodness, people are really, that's going up and down and fear on their faces, Some are really, really scared, and we are, it is obvious we are scared, but the only person who wasn't scared is with me. They say, why? I say, the sea have already my father,
Yeah.
So I was never scared. I really enjoy everything because I was an electrician. Mm-hmm. So,
So he was a sparky.
Yeah, sparky. Yeah, I was sparky here too, I work all my life, 49 years I work myself, Yeah, mashallah. I did.
So did you do your City and Guilds 236 electrical installation?
Yeah, I did.
How do I know about that?
No, not City and Guild. I done 16 edition. And
I did the 15th. That was over 25 years ago.
But I did 13 when I was in Pakistan.
It's a small world, but earlier on you said to me, you found your faith, or you started to follow a certain religion very late in life.
Oh, yeah.
Why was that?
Actually, I born as a Ahmadi Qadiani. And
what was that?
Yeah, they are they call themselves a Muslim. You will see, you saw them, many come here, but they believe there was a guy named called Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, and he actually say, I am a Mahdi, I am a Masih, and I am a prophet. So people believe that in those days. I will go more than 130, 40 years ago. So people were not that educated. Even my grandfather, he actually be deceived by him, because, people have not much knowledge of Islam. But, I born with them and I saw everything what's going on there. But because you don't know where you born, you are. But in 1928, I heard something which is very special to me, They say this Khalifa, they have a Khalifa. So it is the continuation of a Khalifa of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that opened my eyes. Then I started studying about that. Then when I found out this guy, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani, he actually claimed to be second coming of Nauzubillah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then I realized, this place is not for me. So I went on Friday, I went there, and something happened. I sit down with the people, and I saw the people around me, and I saw, it seems to me they were trapped, they were slaved, they have no saying of their own. Whatever their Khalifa say, they say, yes. This was going on. Then that day, I say, I'm not coming here. So that was in 29. And from that day, then I started studying about Islam, true Islam. That's a fake Islam, I call them. It was actually put in there to stray Muslim people from the Islam. Actually, what they claim is all wrong. And they try to change the teaching of Islam. They try to change the teaching of Quran. They will try to change the teaching of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When I realized that, then, I start reading myself, and I become a Muslim. And from last 14 years, I become Muslim.
So you converted very late, but I'm going to pick up on that in a minute. Yeah. But for the people who are watching, the reason we're having a discussion at the moment, behind us, there's very few people here at the moment because it was raining. Yeah. And if you know me, well, if I say I'm going to be here at a particular time, I'm here. I'm now using that time while some people are arriving. So as they arrive, we're using up the time. If not, I would have started 2:30, 3 o'clock. So, 1:30, 2 o'clock. So we're now using the time and learning about this gentleman. So you converted 14 years ago, but since conversion, I see you coming to Speaker's Corner every week, or most weeks. So you're here when I'm here. Why is it you come to Speaker's Corner, and what do you achieve in coming to Speaker's Corner?
Actually, exactly a year ago, I saw Sheikh Muhammad talking to a Christian lady. And, it was a very interesting talk. And then I talked to my wife. I said, let's go and, Speaker Corner. We didn't know where the Speaker Corner was. We know the Hyde Park, so we came on the other side. And when we came here, we gone around and around. Somehow we reached here. And I saw that this is my kind of place, where people talking openly and talk to anybody with anything, So this is what happened. Then what I learned a lot, then the main purpose of my coming here was to inform people about this fake religion. They call it Ahmadi Muslim, Ahmadiyyat Islam. This is what they call it. So that was my main reason to come here and show people this is not Islam, this is a fake. These people are actually deceiving people and destroying the good name of Islam. That's why I come here.
But the question I will ask you, you are a different generation to myself, which is great, and we can learn from each other. But in 2023, the people who come to Speaker's Corner, they come here with a channel to spread the word or to deceive or to educate.
Oh, yeah.
How do you educate without a channel? That's the question I want to ask.
No, actually, you are helping me. Look at that.
Big up.
Goodness, you are the one, and there are other people too. Normally, I talk to people, standing there, especially I like to talk to people, youngsters. Right. And youngsters, they are the future of this country, a future of Islam too. So that's why I spread the teaching of Islam as much I can. Because now I'm 80 and I may go anytime. This is a bonus time. I want to earn as much sawab, as much reward I can get it. I'm trying to do that.
But you say to me you are now 80 years of age.
Yeah.
You see me coming to Speaker's Corner most Sundays. Yeah.
From six months, I think,
Yeah.
But first time I came here a year ago.
Yeah. But when I come, if you see I like to have a laugh and joke, man.
Yeah.
You got the young lady who you engage, and I call her Muta Woman. I got nicknames for everyone.
Yeah.
And
nickname for you be?
I haven't given you a nickname yet, but when I do get one, I will tell. But we got Muta Woman. Yeah, we got so many characters down there. We got Bob.
Yeah.
Last week you saw Hatun Tash.
Yeah.
And Hatun was stabbed a couple of years ago now. And she returned back to Speaker's Corner last week. And when she was here, there was armed police, there was a lot of police
a lot of
here.
police there, yeah.
Well, being a man of religion, you're preaching the word. What's your views when you see so many police at a location such as Speaker's Corner protecting people? They can't say what they want to say, or when they do, they get stabbed, they get attacked. People want to kill them because they're cussing the Prophet Muhammad, they're cussing Jesus, they're cussing everyone. Why can't they do it like me and you and show love?
Well, actually, what happening, which I realize, people are, this lady, I don't know, this Indian lady, normally, I don't talk to ladies, I respect them, because if they insult, Islam, or they insult Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, then, if I say some word to them, then I feel bad. If some person were doing then I talk to them, try to talk to them politely, but, if they don't, it doesn't matter, because Islam teaches us, you give the message to masses, it is up to them whether they accept it or not. My duty is, or any Muslim duty is, that they give the message of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam or teaching of Islam to Muslim or to everybody, whether somebody accept it or not. Now you know that. Now it's my message going to you too now. So whether you accept or not, this is free for everybody.
Aiden, my final question, and I can see people are now beginning to gather at Speaker's Corner. So for those of you who are watching, we're just filling in time, and you are warned, if it starts to piss down with rain, I'm either going to come back here or I'm going to switch my equipment off. I am not going to damage thousands of pounds worth of equipment for people who follow me. I don't care. I'm going to shut off. I don't care. But the next point I'm making, let's talk about a dodgy subject. What's going on currently in Palestine and Israel? Are you going to give an opinion on what you are seeing? Because we had a discussion earlier on, briefly. Why don't the Palestinians and the Israel's and Netanyahu and all of them people, why don't they love each other?
Actually, this is going on from long time. I remember the Yasser Arafat time. I remember this other people time.
I thought you were Yasser Arafat when I saw you in reincarnation, but that's another point.
People call me Yasser Arafat. I got all kind of name. Our Saddam Hussein. I've been called Saddam Hussein.
That could be your nickname. That could be your nickname.
I've been called all. But this is it's a history. What I understand, which is my view, because since we have a Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came, and Jew didn't like it. They were expecting there going to be a messenger from them, Bani Israel, the children of Israel. But he was not that. So they, from very first day, they tried to destroy him, with the help of the people, non-believer, the mushrikeen. But that was going on since 1450 years. And it's going on and on and on and on. They try to actually dismantle the Islam. They try everything, but they couldn't do it. And I tell you, nobody can do it. If we die, we still live. If we win, we still win. Because we believe we want to be pleased Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't want to please the people. If somebody we please, fine. I met all kind of people. I'll be very kind, nice to people. But if they are not happy with each other, this is their problem, not my problem.
No, I hear you, but you are now, I'm saying this respectfully, in the twilight of your life. You're in your 80s. So when just like me, I just took early retirement at 58 years old. They say black don't crack. So I'm now getting to that stage where you're at. And my priorities in life change. But the people in Palestine, the people in Jerusalem, the people in Israel, they're fighting for their lands. They're fighting for their people. I try not to show bias for either side. In my opinion, what Hamas did was wrong. I also believe what Israel is doing is wrong. That they're killing each other. Why can they not find a solution that is beneficial, that people can live in love and harmony?
I tell you, one thing you tell me, about more than 70 years ago, what country they've been called? They was a Palestine. But now they become Israel. How they become Israel? You tell me. Actually, the Western power. The main thing is, I tell you, it's only Islam and Muslim. No matter what. Jews actually, they think, this Muslim is nothing. He's worse than anything, They want to destroy them. But we have to protect ourselves. And I love every Muslim on the earth, good, bad, and ugly, because he's a Muslim. But now they say, Hamas. Actually, what I heard, last night, Israel was going to attack Gaza. And the Hamas They find out.
It wasn't a secret?
No, before that. Then they find out and they gave them a surprise. last week you are talking about, they got everything, and look at that, where they are.
Yeah.
Now, they think, with the bombardment they can destroy. No. They cannot destroy the Muslim. Simple is that. And the Ghazal was saying, don't say our janaza prayer, we are alive. If you don't want to help them, Allah will help us. This is the way we are. If we are in a trouble, we call Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and most merciful and most powerful.
Yeah.
Without Allah help, we can't do anything.
But
they're trying to do with the guns and all that. No.
No, I note your point, but call me mad. I can understand both points of views. From the point of view of those in Gaza,
Yeah.
they've been suppressed
For a long time.
for long time.
Yeah.
So I can understand how they're feeling.
Yeah.
They say it's an open prison.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Where millions of people living in a small space.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
So I can understand why they want to go and kill others.
Not kill. It's not like that.
No. But they want to wipe them out. I'll just finish the point here. I can understand where they're coming from. I'm not saying I agree.
Yeah.
But for the opposite, I can understand why Netanyahu and the world is standing shoulder to shoulder to take on Hamas. I can understand it. From what I can hear, they don't want to take out the Palestinian people. They want to take out Hamas.
Who's Hamas?
You tell me.
They are a chosen government. And actually...
They were.
Yeah. You know that. And if you have your military, they have to protect their country.
Yeah, they're protecting themselves.
Yeah, they have to. If American or European saying, they are terrorists, what the right they have to tell anybody to terrorists? If somebody calls somebody a terrorist, does he become a terrorist? No, they made them a terrorist. They made them terrorists. And actually, the biggest terrorists on the earth is who? American, British, they are European people, and they have all kind of things going on. They want to destroy. They want to destroy the world. Why they want to destroy the world? The only they want to do is sell their arm. It's money.
Well, I believe that's a conspiracy theory when people say the only reason why certain wars take place is to sell arms to destroy a country and then to get the Americans to come to rebuild.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's very true.
I believe that's a conspiracy theory.
No. 9/11. How this 9/11 happened? Can you understand that?
I don't know.
Oh, no, why don't you know that?
I don't know.
I
believe
they done themselves. American. What happened in Pearl Harbor? Same thing. They try to do themselves, and they go and destroy that. Look at what they done. But they got a bloody nose in Afghanistan. Do you know that? Now they are very angry. They want to upset people.
Just to let you know, for those of you who are watching, the reason I'm not in my usual place is because it's raining now. And also there weren't many people there when I arrived. It's raining now, and there is no way I'm getting my equipment wet. So what I'm doing is doing something different to use up the time to make it interesting. We've got a couple more people who have just arrived, and I'm no doubt I'm going to engage with them. But one thing I want to ask you, sir, one thing I can't understand, is Trump. So have you got views on Trump? Do you like Donald Trump? Do you believe he's going to make America great again? Or when he gets in power, not if, when he gets in power.
Will get in power. I know that.
When he gets away with his 100 charges of all kind of corruption and sexual rubbish.
Yeah.
When he gets in power, do you reckon, he can go over to Ukraine and say stop to the Zelensky? Yeah. Do you believe he can bring Netanyahu and the people?
No.
You don't think so?
No. Actually, they are. If you know that, there is a lobby. There's a Jews lobby there, and what you call a lobby, they are Freemason or Freemason people.
Are you saying the Americans are all Freemasons?
Oh, yes, there's no doubt about it.
I thought you was one.
No.
Because someone said to me in the chat, asked you if you do magic.
Yeah.
But they didn't think you was a Freemason, they thought you was a wizard. No. So why do you think? Yeah.
No, because it's going on from ages, Right. And now the big judges and journals, and even in Pakistan, what's going on in Pakistan, they are all the part of Freemason, and Freemason is very powerful. Who's running the America? It's not people. It's not democracy. You think we have a democracy here? No. They're making us a bloody fool. They're making them a fool, And it's going on for... Now, when the third party come, Donald come, look at that what happened. Last 4 years...
But don't you think Donald is good?
Well, he's like a,
a sex maniac.
Yeah.
A liar.
No,
not a cheat. Liar. A crook. Shall I continue?
Yeah, he was a businessman. Yeah. He was a businessman.
A crooked businessman.
Well, yes.
Who didn't pay his bills.
Yeah, no. He never showed what he earned, what he spent. Yeah, that's very true. But people love him.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. Well, look, people like to see a new face. What's going on from last so many years, Democrat or what else? Those are the ones.
Republican.
Yeah, and they are actually under the thumb of the forces, military forces. They are not. They have no say.
I don't believe that, but do you know something? I have enjoyed engaging with you today.
Yeah.
We are making best use of time. Yeah. There's more gentlemen just turning up. There's a geezer walking by me. He's eating sandwiches, and he doesn't even offer me anything. Sir, come here. How dare you walk past me eating sandwiches?
Okay.
But sir, before you go, are you going to enjoy Speaker's Corner today regardless of the rain?
Oh, yes. This is my day. I love it. Yeah. I'm earning for the next life. So every second I'm
every
earning.
Second count.
Every second count.
Excellent stuff.
My meter is down,
So thank you very much for that.
Thank you very much.
And I'm going to take my microphone from your beard. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
I tell you, accept Islam as quick as possible. There's not much time left for you too. See, you heard the message. It's up to you now.
I hear you, but I have no interest in religion, like I keep telling people. But I'm going to be over there soon. Big up. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Yeah. So what we are going to be doing at the moment, I'm shielding from the rain, because if you know the stuff I carry with me, it is pissing down the rain. So I'm sheltering by the hut down here at Speaker's Corner. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start moving over. There are people here, but they're under the... And there's not actually much taking place at the moment. So all I am doing is filling in time. If this rain persists for another half an hour or so, StreetMic live stream at Speaker's Corner is going to end. So if the rain continues for another half an hour, I'm not going to be doing this any longer. I have more important things to do than shield from the rain. I'm not damaging my equipment to live stream on YouTube, because the equipment is too expensive, and I'll be using this tomorrow to run a business. But what I will be saying, for those of you who watched yesterday, no, let me not talk about yesterday yet. I'm going to talk about what's going to be happening on Thursday. So on Thursday at 8 p.m, please tune in to StreetMic live stream. And the reason why, I'm testing out something new and something different. So at 8 p.m. on Thursday, from my studio at my home, I will be going live with question and answers. So I'm going to be live for 1 hour, StreetMic live question and answer session. So if you want to question me, you can do so. So you can either do it via the YouTube chat 8 p.m. on Thursday, or what you can do, you can ring in. I've given you my number. I've given you my number before, and you can do it again. So if you can question me on anything within reason, and one area where I will not go, you can ask me my opinions, I'll give you my opinions. But if the questions you ask jeopardizes my security or that of my family, I will not answer your questions. And the reason I say that, some people don't actually realize or understand how this world works. I'm now going to talk about yesterday and something that happened yesterday which potentially placed my life in danger. And I'm going to tell you about it. So what I want you guys to do, when you get the chance, is to look at the live stream for yesterday, specifically 3 hours and 4 minutes when I was down by Westminster. I want you to re-watch that part of the video for about 15 minutes. And what happened then was that anyone who knows me, I engage with people. I don't give, in general, I do not give people my opinions. The reason I generally do not give people my opinions is because it's a survival tactic, it's a survival technique. Any of you who knows what I do, most people who come to Speaker's Corner on a Sunday, thanks a lot, see you later yet, only do Speaker's Corner. So all they know is Speaker's Corner. When people see me, or if you look at my stuff, I do things, Black Lives Matter, I don't care, I've interviewed Tommy Robinson. You know, if you are a well-known racist, I don't care. I'm going to engage with you. So I engage with everyone, regardless of your race, creed, colour, political persuasion or religion. Yesterday, we had a pro-Palestinian protest where it was argued at least 500,000 people attended. And whilst I started with a different protest down at Trafalgar Square, and it was the United Families, Friends and Families campaign. And that organisation was specific to do with deaths in custody and people who had died at the hands of the state. So that protest coincided specifically with the pro-Palestinian protest, and that protest and the pro-Palestinian joint forces, because they were working in partnership. Whilst I was outside of Downing Street, the protest got really big, and we ended up going towards the Palace of Westminster. On the way to the Palace of Westminster, many of you would have seen me engage with some well-known racists who were protecting the cenotaph that was surrounded by the Metropolitan Police. I got no problems in engaging with racists. They know me, I know them, and I can have a laugh and joke, and I can do lots of things with them. So we had a bit of jester. I did what I had to do, and then I moved on. I then moved on to Bridge Street, where the protest was getting really interesting. I was there for about 10 minutes filming people as they were chanting, as they were protesting. It was really, go and watch it. But the issue is, whilst I was there, a group came along, and they're pro-Palestinians, and obviously they had family in Palestine and friends who had been murdered and killed, etc., etc. So I started engaging with these people like I do on a daily basis. And we had a really great discussion. What then occurred, and this is the key, so go to the live stream yesterday, 3 hours and 4 minutes. What then occurred was that a gentleman called me a fundamentalist Christian. So I was called a fundamentalist Christian. Some dickhead who comes to Speaker's Corner then said, so he validated what that person said. He then says, I'm always at Speaker's Corner, and I'm trying to do what I do at Speaker's Corner at the protest. So what you must remember, that protest is a pro-Palestinian protest. It It's been reported there was 100,000 people there, I estimate, or it's been estimated by others, there could have been 500,000 people there. I'm standing in a crowd with Muslims, got no problem with that, surrounded by thousands of people engaging with them. Yeah, and they're telling me their stories. A gentleman then called me a fundamentalist Christian. Can you imagine that? I'm surrounded by thousands of Muslims. Yeah, got no problem with them, like I keep saying. And then it got hostile because they're now believing what the man said. And the man, I said to him, like, he said what he wants. And like I do, I let people talk. But I then tried to justify why I believe what he said was wrong. And he would not listen. And all the people who were surrounding me was beginning to get hostile. It was dangerous. And at that time, I was sweating, man. I was shitting myself. But you guys could not tell what was going on because all of the skills I have, I put them into practice. I put them into practice to pacify the crowd. Because look at the video, look at the live stream, and you would understand exactly what I was talking about. And I was sweating just like the rain is running off me now, man. I was sweating. But it all turned out well. And eventually, they had the opportunity to say what they wanted to say. I had the opportunity to say what I wanted to say. And I got the F out there. Because if I did not leave that location, I would have been... Many of you will know I'm in the funeral industry. I do a lot of live streams and I make a lot of money working in the funeral industry. I would probably be in a morgue at this moment in time dead because I was called a fundamentalist Christian by a man who didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, and also some dickhead from Speaker's Corner who I'm going to tackle today validated what he said. Because, this person's a YouTuber. He's always down and he's trying to do down that. I thought, what the fuck are you talking about, dickhead? You don't hear me swear. But today you're going to hear Wendell Daniel from StreetMic cussing. And I just cuss. But now I'm going to go back to myself. But the point I'm making specifically, I'm happy on Thursday for you guys, question and answer session, for you to ask me anything. As long as the questions you ask do not jeopardize my security and safety of me and my family. What you guys don't realize, and I hope you do, is that, I'm just looking at my live stream, is that because I engage with so many different people around London, I'm well recognized. Forget number of followers, that's irrelevant. People, I'm at any protest which takes place in London, I'm there. The police, they know me. Even yesterday when I arrived at 12 o'clock, one of the organisers said to the police, the police said to one of the organisers, StreetMic is just down there preparing. Because I know them. One of the right-wing people defending the cenotaph who was surrounded by the Metropolitan Police yesterday. He said, that's street grass, not StreetMic. He calls me street grass. And I love it because I engage with them, because I know all of them, you know what I'm saying? But the point being, when you engage with so many different people of so many different races, nationalities, religions, beliefs, politics, I cannot give my own personal point of view. Please fucking realise that. If I give my point of view, and when I go to the next event, if you're not standing with them people, they know what your personal politics is, your personal point of view, and you become the centre of attention to be attacked. That is why I do not give my fucking opinions. Please understand that. I like to think that the people who follow me are educated. And I know you are. I know you love me. You get what I'm saying? That's why you tune into me every week. Even this geezer next to me now, who's here, he's rolling a spliff. And he's going to be burning it up in a minute.
It's a roll-up. It's a roll-up.
It smells like a spliff.
It's a roll-up.
see, I got an audience. I got an audience who's listening here. So that's why I don't, in general, give an opinion. But on occasions, I will give an opinion. But it's more a safety and security thing. If you know what my opinions are, and I try not to give my opinions, that means potentially most people won't engage with you if they know where you're.
StreetMic, don't you think?
Come forward.
No.
You don't have to go. You don't have to go in camera. No.
I'm relaxed.
No, listen. I want good sound. It's about.
I'll
good
come this
sound.
close. Okay.
Yeah, go on.
StreetMic, don't you think with the questions you ask are sort of showing your opinion?
You can see me laughing. I'll answer that question truthfully. Anyone with intellect, journalists say, that they have no opinions. That's bullshit. Because if you go on the BBC, the fact that they interview certain people, they show certain shots, it's giving their opinions away quietly. So to answer your question, I do give my opinions without saying my opinions. You can work out my opinions by the questions I ask. But quite often, because I engage with most people,
it's hard to actually know your actual opinion.
Most people don't know my opinions. I've interviewed Tommy Robinson.
Oh, that must have been interesting.
It was one of the most interesting discussions I've ever had. I spent half an hour in Telford immediately before he released a documentary film called The Rape of Britain, where it was alleged, that Muslim rape gangs were raping children. I engaged with him, I interviewed him. So I've got no problem, I don't care. I've interviewed a lot of politicians, man. I interview a lot of people. But when I say try and I laugh. I try not to give an opinion. But the fact that the questions I ask, yes, it reveals your opinion without actually saying so. So that was an interesting question. You got any other? Come here, come.
No, I haven't. Not yet. Just let me just sit down.
So the geezer, he's a well-known rabble rouser, and it's not Omar the terrorist. Yeah, I hope Omar the terrorist is going to be here today.
Is he here today?
I don't know. I'm going to ring him, but there are many people at Speaker's Corner now, and I am going to let me go in the chat to see. So someone in the chat, go in there, and what I am going to do, the first person, to ask me a difficult question, I'm going to answer it. So Mr. 011 has said, StreetMic, give us opinions and display some character. Have you heard what I've been saying? I give my opinions, but you need to listen. Because you don't listen, you don't hear. This man next to me, he knows I give an opinion. So Paul Essex has said, we want Victor. So Victor sings. Marie C, fairness to all sides, StreetMic you are. Ace 99, please find Fence Man. Hi StreetMic, Bruce Davis. What's a duck do? So the big nose. Attention. The eccentric allegory of the big nose coming soon to the London Speaker's Corner. Number 11 has said, where the blood clot is Victor. Omar. I don't know. I should ring Omar in a minute. Good Shepherd has said, StreetMic for mayor. I have no idea. But I'm gonna end, before I go over there, on, many of you will know I'm in the funeral industry. I'm one of the biggest live streamers of funerals in London. I work in partnership with funeral directors and churches throughout London. That's how I make my money. I don't have to rely on blood clot or ass clot social media to do monetization of content through advertising. Me not have to do that rubbish, you know, because me get enough this. But what I will say is that in less than 2 weeks' time, I will be live streaming a funeral where the deceased was murdered. So this will be the third funeral I've done this year where the deceased was murdered, and it will be on YouTube, and it will be on Facebook, and it will be on my funeral channel. So there is literally going to be ram-packed funeral, and I will be doing that. And like I said, the deceased was murdered. I'm not going to tell you any more details. It is the third funeral I have done this year where the person has died at the hands of others. So I'm now going to go back into the chat and see who's asked a juicy question. So Last Butone has said, the funeral industry is growing industry in London. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. So Allied Gunman has said, police is not your friend. Let me turn that into a question and say, I disagree with you, Allied Gunman. The reason I disagree with you is because what I do, specifically what I do as a journalist going out there, I need to know what the police are doing. For example, when I turned up yesterday in central London, I will normally arrive early and I carry out my reconnaissance to see what the police are doing. So when you get down to an event, you look at the number of blue vans that are out on the streets. You know, we call them the bully boys, them people. So we look at the amount of vans that are out. Yeah. I also look out for the number of officers who are called liaison officers, and they wear the blue tabards. So yesterday, for example, we had a protest with 100,000 people minimum. It has been reported there was 500,000 people there. So all of those officers, I may not like them, but there are some police officers there in blue who I have to get on with. So when I arrived, I set up my equipment and I said hello to them. They said hello to me. We had a 10, 15-minute conversation. They got my cards. I know they watch this stuff at Scotland Yard. And I know they'll watch it. Big up to the champ, to whoever's watching it. Because they want to know what StreetMic is doing. And one racist at the cenotaph yesterday called me street grass. Think about it, yeah? If the police watch this, they know this is good. I don't misbehave. I try to do things properly. And I get away with doing a lot. When I got the police on my side, I get information. I know what's going on. So they are my friends. So I disagree with you. You know, fortunately, I don't have trouble with the police. When they see my cameras, they shit themselves and they leave me alone. So I have to be friends with the police. So I'm now going to be going over. Sir, did you want to come and... I'm now live and direct on StreetMic LiveStream. I know you've just arrived and you've been listening to me.
Hi, I've been listening to you. I'm from the United States.
So come round.
I just came from the United States.
Yeah, you're Trump lover.
Don't say...
That's good. Man.
That's good.
Go. So tell me more.
So he's an embarrassment to human societies worldwide. But we were here and we were down at the protest. And we have.
So you went to the protest yesterday?
Yes, we were there, yeah. We have friends that are both Palestinian and Jewish. I've given sermons, not sermons, but obits for Jewish, and I have lovely Muslim friends, and the world wants peace.
Tell me something.
Go ahead.
No. The world wants peace, but...
But I think the world also has to decry the radicals on both sides. What I really wanted to talk to you about was the police thing. So I come from a state that's had police action that you have known worldwide, George Floyd, and that's my state. And what we find in the United States can be the militarization of police. Yeah. All our policemen have flak jackets, they got bulletproof armor, they have guns, everybody's got guns. And when I come to London, this is my 6th time in London, or 10 days at a time over the 15 years. And I know there's some concerns you might have about your bobbies. But what I see from a societal standpoint is that you are lucky to still have a society that's somewhat polite and somewhat non-aggressive, not as aggressive as we see in the United States.
Yeah.
And you have gun control. And you have gun control.
Can I say I fully agree with you? One thing I love, I know people are going to cuss me, I don't care. One thing I love about this country, societal-wise, it is peaceful, it is lovely. When we look at London, how multicultural it is, there are issues. Let's agree there are issues.
Sure.
Those issues will never go away. But in general, I am proud of the society we live in here.
I'm glad to hear that because
I'm being honest.
Because we had a president who was just the opposite of that in Trump. He was the biggest embarrassment for 75%.
Yeah, but Trump's a good geezer. I'm devil's advocate. He's a good geezer, man. He's showing the best of America. He's making America great again. What are you talking about?
Yeah. We are that naive. We are that naive. And one of the things that he has revealed in our culture is there's a lot of people that don't know the difference between journalism and editorialism.
What I'm going to do, I'm just going to put that on so I get slightly better sound from you.
Okay, yeah. Make me have like a really big booming voice, like big voice.
Just hold on. Go on, carry on.
I'm just under his control now.
You're now under my control. So I've now put your microphone on.
Yeah.
So, but let's talk specifically with Trump. Yeah. I'm being devil. I love Trump. The reason I love Donald Trump, I'm going to justify my love for Donald. Yeah. And I agree with you. Yeah. He's making America look stupid. The way he conducts himself. Yeah. He is not a leader of this world. Yeah. He is corrupt. He is bent. Yeah, he's done so many bad things, but you've elected him. He's manipulating the media, and he's turning. See you later. And he's turning people. But the bit I can't understand is someone is being charged with over 100 felonies. I'm not saying he's guilty. His popularity goes up.
Absolutely. Welcome to America.
But that's how crazy you guys are.
Absolutely is. I agree with you. It's the absurdity of the country now. He professes to have 50% of the vote, and all the Republicans are afraid of him. They won't disavow his maniacal. What's the word I'm looking for? Maniacal obsessions.
He validates hate.
He validates hate. He validates racism. Here's what he's done. He has given voice to the angry minority. He's given voice to the angry minority.
And you see me laughing.
And he's also given voice to the uneducated. He has. And all of a sudden they're proud Americans and if you were to go through his crowd and ask the people that are waving his flag, if you were asked them to describe the 3 branches of government and their functions, they would not be able to do it. 98% of them wouldn't be able to do it. So they don't know it, So it's a sad state of affairs.
So the 3 branches of government is Trump, and Trump.
Yeah, that's probably pretty close to it. And you know what? I don't fault media that's trying to produce valid journalism. But when he was being elected or was running for office, not one media outlet asked him that question that I just mentioned, the 3 branches of government and their functions. I really doubt that he could have done that. He would have dodged the question and said something else. Sorry,
No. I fully understand. But let's talk about your current president.
Our current president, okay.
And dodgy, what they call him, dodgy what?
His name is Joe Biden. He's a kindly old gentleman.
But he's been portrayed through the optics as an old man who doesn't know what's going on, who's forgetting everything, and he's making you look stupid. But people love him, apparently.
He's not making us look stupid.
All right, then tell me why.
No,
the optics from this side of the water, the pond.
45 years of dedicated government service. I mean, he has brought back the standing
Can I show
of
you?
America.
Yeah,
Can I show you?
Okay. He's brought back our standing when Trump tried to destroy NATO and sucked up to Putin. Murderous dictators.
Go.
Because he wants to be one too, so he can round up his enemies and kill them. Biden is rock solid. He's like Harry Truman. You know, he doesn't present himself well, but by golly, he's just solid.
He has a speech impediment. He has a speech impediment in which Trump teases him about. You know, that's the kind of high school antics the old geezer Trump was. Well, I said it too. Now I'm calling people names. Shouldn't have done that. Yeah.
Well, when my dad was his age, we canoed 12 miles down a river. It depends on the person. Joe has his intelligence. He glitches a little, but for the most sake, I mean, he's done infrastructure. I can't even begin to list. But look how presidential. He's gone into Ukraine, which is the battle of good and evil, democracy and, authoritarianism. He just went to Israel. He's got guts. He's got stamina. He's got integrity. He has empathy. Trump has none of these. He's an abomination. And by the way, he practices the 7 deadly sins. Do you know what they are?
No, educate me.
Well, there is wrath, envy, greed,
Don't forget
gluttony, and lust. And
He's definitely got lust.
He's really good at lust.
Yeah.
Because President Trump became president, I now know porn stars that I never knew existed before. It was because of Trump, and his porn star friends. And his Stormy Daniels was one of his girlfriends.
He was screwing a Playboy bunny, too. Well, his wife was...
Oh, did I say that again?
Yeah.
He was doing what? I didn't hear you. Rewind
a
selector.
Playboy bunny and a porn star. And this is the guy that, And by the way, the reason he got in, Putin helped him.
Attracts the evangelical right. And he attracts the evangelical right. This is like the most naive people that call themselves Christians in the United States.
This would be like the Nazi Pope Pius X. These Christians.
But my last question to you, let's talk about the uprising that happened a couple of years ago, when he incited mad people to do what?
Well, basically to rape freedom and rape the Capitol.
They stole the election!
And I'm an election judge. Now I am in danger because of his lies. I am actually in danger because of Fox TV and their lies and all his minions and all his lemmings.
How long have you been an election judge for decades, haven't you?
Good. Tell me about the election process in America where Trump, is disputing. How is it possible that you can steal votes?
You can't. We have such a process. We sign them in. We count the votes. We recount the votes. We have a process of integrity that is rock solid. He wasted 61 lawsuits and nothing was found.
He's got the money.
Nothing was found.
Yeah, and then there were the multiple audits. And now there's all these criminal charges, so we're wasting millions of dollars on all his crimes.
Yeah, but his strategy is influencing the masses.
Because they're stupid.
Because they're stupid.
They're stupid.
So what does that say about Americans?
Well, not all of them. We're smart. We are smart guys.
So listen, sir, as I said, I'm currently live streaming on YouTube, and my name is Wendell Daniel from StreetMic. So if you want to watch back, you can actually look at this. And the reason I'm not normally here, I'm normally down there. But the reason I'm here now and the reason I'm going to be closing down in a minute is because it's raining. Okay. And I'm not going out there to damage my equipment by rain. So I know that's going to upset the people who are watching, but all I'm going to say to them is that I love you guys and girls very much.
And I love you, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.
But have you enjoyed it?
Giving me a voice in London, my first time.
Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up.
And
I'm live now.
And my newfound friend, Wendell Daniel, we'd like to say greetings from the United States.
Big up, big up,
We'd
big
like to offer you our apologies for our past president, but watch our new one. He'll do just fine. Thank you.
I hear you, sir, but thank you very much. It's been great to engage with you. Thanks a lot. So for all of you who are watching, I've got bad news for you. You're not going to like the news I'm going to tell you, but because it is raining, I am now going to be closing down StreetMic LiveStream here at Speaker's Corner. The reason it is pissing down with rain, there is no way I am taking thousands of pounds worth of equipment to be damaged in the rain. So I'm closing down in a few minutes and I'll be back next Sunday at 1 o'clock if it's not raining. I do not do rain with electronic equipment. But what I will say is that on Thursday at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m, I'm going to be testing out something new from my studio in my home where it's a question and answer session. So if you want to ask questions of StreetMic, it's going to be a different setup, beautiful background, all posh, all nice. You can ring me. You got my number. You all know my number. I'm not scared to give you my phone number, 07442 780 038. 07442 780 038. So I'm challenging you to ring me on Thursday from 8 to 9 p.m. where I will be doing a question and answer session from my home. And it is going to be a regular thing. And then eventually we will have guests and I will be doing it from my home. I'm still going to be coming out on the streets, but I'm not going to be in this rain today. I apologize to all of you guys who are watching. It's taken me a long time to come down here, but how about me interviewing this gentleman here? But there is no way I'm going out in the rain. And all I can say, and I'm going to turn so you can see how much is raining. There are people down here. Look at, so that's what it's like down there at Speaker's Corner. They're all under umbrellas, but I'm not risking damaging my equipment. So all I can say, I'm going to say hello to a few of you guys in the chat, and then I'm closing down. So I'm going to go into the chat now and say hello to a few of you, and then I'm going to be closing down. But my apologies. I believe this is the first time I've had to do this in 3 years, but it's called survival. If I protect my equipment, I can come back another day. So I'm just going to say hello to you in the chat, and I'm going to apologize to you. So hello to, I'm coming out the rain because it's getting harder. So Beats and Tays, get an umbrella. That's what she's saying. Jersey Royal Sniffer, Last Butone, The Meek, Sea Rain, Puritan, Tyrant Finders live in Bristol. Pardon. So Tyrant Finder, louder. Let me ring Tyrant Finder in Bristol to see if he'll answer. So that's the great thing. You've got people who are feeding me information. So I'm ringing Tyrant Finder to see if he answers the phone. So let me double check. So if you can hear, I'm ringing Tyrant Finder.
Welcome to the EE voicemail. I'm sorry, but the person you've called is not available. Please.
So that's Tyrant Finder. The person I've called is not available. So unfortunately, Puritan, Tyrant Finder hasn't answered. So I'm now going back to YouTube to say hello to a few more of you. So Stanley Daniel, Roman Skyvin, Bruce Davis, Maggie, Ace, don't show these people your home. Price, Nameless, Paul Essex, I'm crying, Beats and Tape, StreetMic melts in the rain. Yeah, I do. Ah! And we've all seen the film that's going to be on Christmas. Yeah, it's not about that, it's about the equipment. So, Roman Skypen has said, I stood in the rain for 3 hours with Leo Mohammed. Prince Nameless, One Check My Playlist, Who's Tyrant Finder? BJJ. So don't forget, all I can say, I love you guys, you know that. I wouldn't come all of this way for nothing. But I'm protecting my equipment. I got 5 figures nearly in equipment in front of me, and I'm not getting it damaged for anyone. So all I can say is thank you very much for watching, and love you lots. Goodbye.